I'm Penny Clanton, and I'm representing the Quilt Connection, etc. in Rapid City and the Quilt Connection 2 up in Buffalo, South Dakota. And today I'm going to show you how to use Lori Holt's Crazy Quilt Patterns. This is a really simple, easy thing to do, and you can have one of these done in half a day. So the first thing you do is you take a piece of your paper. This is the way I did it. You take a piece of your paper and you iron it on a 10-inch square. So you can get one of the layer cakes and use them. You can cut your own 10-inch squares, is what I did. And I took 5 different squares and I laid this on each square and ironed it on and then cut them apart. And in the instructions in with the papers that you get, it shows you cut here first, here second, then you cut these other two like that. And then when you lift your papers off, then you can take them off. And if any of you have ever done freezer paper applique, it works the same way. So it's just a real simple thing to do. Then after I got the pieces cut, then it'll tell you which ones to sew together, first, second, and third. So like you would sew this one together, and then these two together, then this on that one, and then the line down. You always end with the long line down the center, like that. And so this is, and then after you get those sewed together, then she has these rulers. And this is an 8.5-inch square, and this is a 7.5-inch square, which is probably one not all of us have in our stash. And then I cut them, and then this is the little table topper that I got out of my 10-inch squares. And before I quilted it or anything, and before I put them all together, I took each one, and I don't know if you can see or if Lisa can get in close enough. I did variegated thread and did fancy stitches on them to enhance them. You could also put on ribbons or beads or whatever you like to embellish with on the crazy quilts like this. And then I just put it together, and then I just stitched in the ditch, which maybe you can see on the back. I used gold thread to stitch in the ditch, and it was ready to go. And you get your binding on. So it's really an easy thing to do. They also have, this is, we have this one, is the pumpkin papers. This one, they just use 3 different fabrics in this one. And it just comes in a pack like this that says it's the same way. You cut it apart, you can kind of see your little pumpkin in there. And on the back of them, it shows like a whole quilt done with the pumpkins. But you do that one, and then there's trees. This is the Christmas trees. You could do all greens, or if you wanted to change it up, you could do different things with that one. There's also hearts. And if you wanted to, you could get all of these and mix and match them and do a really crazy quilt with that. So, and then there are some of these. This is a crazy quilt. There's just 3 pieces in this one for the 5-inch squares. So that would be fun also. And this one is one that they did out of Christmas fabric, so that's an idea also. And we have these in stock at the stores, both shops. And if you wanted to check out any of the other things that we have going on, classes, demos, or just want to come in and check out the fabric, or if you can't get here, you can go to the webpage quiltconnectionsd.com. So I think that's it for today. See you next time.